Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Advice with Mike. I'm your host, comedian Mike Murphy. Now, if you're new to the channel, please do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. This is the show where you guys send in your messiest, toxic, most out-of-pocket predicaments, and I attempt to break them down, giving my honest and unbiased feedback. Now, listen, I'm a comedian, not a therapist, so ain't no guarantee I'll be able to help fix your life, but I can provide laughter along the way and call it like I see it. So without any further ado, let's get into the episode. I got pregnant by the wrong person, and that person's my cousin's ex-husband. So check it out, Mike. I messed up straight up. I hooked up with someone I had no business being around. We don't need to call Chris Hansen, do we? We were drinking, talking, and laughing, and things went too far. Now I'm pregnant. Drinking and talking to pregnant? Seems like you skipped a couple steps, shorty. But pregnant's not really the problem. The problem is who I'm pregnant by. He's my cousin's ex-husband. Damn, cousin Faith slept with my husband was based off you? Nasty work. The whole family hates him. Like, really hates him. And they blame him for the marriage falling apart. My cousin played more of a role than he did. Like this video if you think she's full of shit. But she can't do no wrong in their eyes though, but I don't hate him at all. We always got along good. Now let's see if y'all can get along good enough to co-parent, which already makes me look like a traitor, and now I'm carrying this baby, which makes it 1,000 times worse. If people find out, I'm gonna look like a straight up snake. Look like? You mean find out that you're actually a snake. I haven't told them yet. I haven't told my family either. I know I can't keep this quiet forever, but I'm panicking. I don't even know how to open my mouth without everything blowing up at once. Mike, please help. Okay, cousin Faith, you didn't slept with her husband. That's crazy. Not only did you let him get the guts, let him get you knocked up too, shooting the club up by your cousin's ex-husband, devious. Now, I don't know what kind of relationship you and your cousin got going on, or what kind of relationship you and homie cuz had while he is part of the family, you know what I'm saying, in the interim. They get divorced, I guess y'all still communicating, you laughing, drinking somewhere, and then you end up pregnant. I'm not gonna lie, that's a big jump. You like, we was laughing, talking, drinking, then I got pregnant. That's crazy. That ain't how it happened. You know what I'm saying? Y'all was laughing, start talking inappropriately, say, yo, let's forget about my cousin and slide back to the spot. And then when he got there, he started patting his pockets, acting like he had the Jimmy on him. Pause. He was like, nah, I'm clean. You was like, oh, bet. He couldn't handle all the moisture below released off in you. And instead of you being like, let me be responsible, plan B it, because I didn't let him crack, you know what I'm saying, shoot the club all up. He was like, nah, I should be good. Don't you got like a ovulation calendar on your phone or something where you could peep like, oh yeah, today's the day he's gonna get me knocked if I don't go ahead and, I mean the thing. You ain't even back out no CVS pill or nothing. You just kept it moving, went about your day, now you knocked and you like, oh, poor me. Nah, not poor you. Talking about I already look like a traitor, now I'm gonna look like a snake. You're both things. You know what I'm saying? You're Robert Hansen in the FBI. Go look him up if you don't know. Now this is crazy. I said this before, and I remember one of the comments was like, abortion is never the answer. Yes, it is. There's plenty of times where putting the dice in up there is definitely the best outcome. You know what I mean? I don't care what anybody says. Because a life that never comes to is way better than a life that comes to, and that person turned out to be a serial axe murderer or something. You know what I mean? Or he assaulting joints. And I ain't talking about no regular assault. I'm talking you know what I mean? The essay joint. I ain't trying to YouTube be like, yeah, so I'm chilling with the YouTube. But you get what I'm saying. Don't bring a life into this world that you're going to put in a horrible predicament off the rip. Now, here's where it's going to get a little plot twist. If you had the kid, but you and homie cousins going to be together, I wouldn't just get ready to be excommunicado from the family. Because they're going to be mad at you, but whatever. And eventually, your mom is going to be like, well, bring my grandbaby over here. She ain't going to be mad too long because she want to see her grandbaby. Grandmothers is soft. Grandfathers too, they be soft too. They be whooping, you know, the dads be whooping you, but then when they get to grandpa level, they don't beat that boy, he's good. They get soft. I don't know what happens once that transition goes on from father to grandfather, but they be cupcakes too. So eventually your family's just going to be like, whatever. Now you and a cousin, y'all probably never going to talk again. She might rumble you, you know what I mean? Just keeping it a buck. And here's the other thing. If she hated him so much or didn't like him or she thought he was a dog or whatever, she might be mad at you for a little bit. That she might be like, oh, go ahead. You'll see the problems I had. Here's where the real issue going to come in. If you get with him, he wife you up, he's loving you, all that, and he's not treating you bad like he did her in her eyes, or she really gonna hate you. Cause she gonna resent you. That's really what it's gonna be. Not really hate, it's gonna be resent. Cause she gonna see you getting the love and the respect and loyalty from him that she thought she should have got. And now he's like, yo, what's up? So now she gonna feel like, oh, my cousin is getting this and I'm not. Like, it's gonna be some resentment. So y'all gonna have smoke no matter what. You know what I mean? And whatever's done in the dark comes to the light. She gonna find out you let homie cuz crack, regardless. Whether you get rid of the little jit or not. But she gonna find out eventually. Somebody gonna talk. Maybe they reconnect one day, or maybe she say something crazy to him. Yeah, that's why I clipped your cousin. Yeah, Keisha, with the whammy, tore that thing down. And I got her knocked. She got rid of it, but I still got her knocked. Rumble, fade on site. So here's the thing. If you want to be with the dude, then cool, keep the kid and be with him. Tell me something, all right, I can't do this. You was having a good time. Knock it off. If you like him and he like you or whatever, go ahead. And some people would think like, oh, I couldn't get with somebody mess with my cousin. She's already pregnant. So the people listening to this and you're already pregnant. The line has already been crossed. So now if you plan on keeping the youth, but you like him and he likes you, and y'all gonna try to work something out, then do that. But no matter what, you still want to smoke from the family, regardless. So that's my advice to you is if y'all want to be together, you should, because the worst part is already out the way. You already did that. If you don't like him like that, and it was just like a messed up night, like where y'all were just kicking it, talking about, oh, how's the family? Oh, they cool, you know what I'm saying? They hate you though. Yeah, I know. Yeah, yada, 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 whatever. And then he was just like, yeah, you trying, you know what I'm saying? One time, he was like, cool, got knocked on some irresponsible. Then yeah, go ahead and get him sucked up out of there, smoothie time, and then keep it moving. That's my advice to you. Stay alert, stay alive. What do you do when your significant other can't stand your kid? So Mike, I've been seeing this guy for about 6 months now, and it's getting harder and harder to ignore the fact that he doesn't like my kid. I don't even know you, and I already don't like your kid. He's not yelling, abusive, or doing anything crazy. All right, well then, what's the issue? He's just distant, irritated, and always looking for a reason to disappear when my child is around. Not gonna lie, your kid sounds like a headache, and homeboy's definitely not there for it. He makes little comments about how he never wanted to raise another man's kid and how that wasn't his plan for his life. It sounds like he got lured in with the box, and now he's second-guessing being his step-pops. Anytime parenting stuff comes up, he reminds me he didn't sign up for all that, and that I should be telling his dad that. Nah, he's right. He only been around 6 months, not 6 years, shorty. Beat it. Now I feel like I'm constantly choosing between keeping the peace with him or standing up for my kid. Like this video if you think she's full of shit. And I'm starting to wonder if loving someone who low-key resents my child is something I should even be trying to work through. What do you think? It sounds like you shouldn't be asking no dude that you only been with for 6 months anything parenting-wise. What are you talking about? And I'm gonna keep it a buck. It sounds like homie's over there for a good time, not a long time. It's been 6 months. And here's really what the deal really probably is. It's probably a scenario where you're forcing this on him so fast that even if there was a chance of y'all being together and him reconsidering the fact that he might be a stepdad at one point, you didn't blew that out the water. That ship didn't sail. Because if I get with a chick and 6 months in, she's like, oh, little Marcus get out of school early today. Could you go pick him? Yo, what are you talking about? Oh my God, every time I ask you to do something for my son, it's always this, that, or I asked you, could you buy him shoes? You told me, why don't you call his dad? Like, what are you here for? Nah, you looking for a sponsor. Why aren't you calling his dad? That stuff gotta come. I'm gonna keep it 100. There's some women that I know that won't even let new dudes meet their children in under 6 months. Like, you only can come over when homie cuz is asleep or when a mom is babysitting or they with the dad or whatever. Like, you can't come over while the youth is there, alive, and just up running around, asking stuff like, hey, you got games on your phone? Nah. Go to your room, homeboy. Don't even talk to me. I came over here to beat your mom's back into oblivion, not to babysit you. Back off. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I've been around women's kids sooner, but it's never been in a capacity like, yo, you want me to go? You know what I'm saying? I think one time, the girl, I was like super in love with her. We only been talking for about 2.5 months, maybe 3 months. And she had to work one day and I was like, wow, I'll take my daughter and your daughter to the movies, whatever. But caveat, her entire family on her mom's side is family to me. Not like no incest. I'm just saying like her uncle and aunt, they're mentors to me. Her cousins, one of her cousins is one of my best friends. You know what I mean? So her daughter, I'm looking at her daughter like, I'm just doing something. Yeah, that's my girl, But this situation was a little different. It wasn't a stranger I met and just met her kid. You know what I'm saying? I seen the family around for 15 years before I ever started dating her. So that was wild. But normally when I get around like that, I'm not volunteering nothing. I'm not, yo, you need shoes or whatever. I'm not doing that early on. And the only reason I may do that is if like that's super wifey and somehow we didn't fall in love extra quick and we living together now. Because then now it's kind of like that's a package deal. But y'all just talking 6 months, you probably don't live, probably don't live there. Every time you bring a parent and stuff, he's complaining. Yeah, you're wrong, not him. He like, yo, this ain't the life I signed up for. Probably he was clapping you. Probably was clapping you. It was good. He was enjoying it. But then you started to dump the child on him and he's like, hold on. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he never planned on even being with you. He just don't know how to tell you, like, yo, I don't want no baby mom. Like, I don't want nobody. I'm not raising nobody else's kid. So I'm gonna tell you right now, even though every man walking this earth has the right to say, I don't want to be a stepfather to someone else's kid, it's hard for men to say that because women just can't hear that. I heard women like, oh, you're shaming a woman for having a kid. That's that. Yo, that's a preference. Just like y'all don't like short dudes, bald dudes, all this stuff. A man can say, I'm not raising another dude's kid. But just to tell you like that, often it hurts your feelings. You don't receive it well. You start calling names and talking crazy. So avoid the headache. Homeboy's just becoming a horrible employee so you can fire him because you don't want to quit the job. That's really what it is. I don't think that he really wants to be with you like that. I think the bedroom fun got a little too serious, a little too fast. And now he's like, hey, bro, I ain't here for all this. And you just ain't reading the room because you sound like you so hell-bent and desperate on finding a man to help you with your child that as soon as you meet somebody you like, you start immediately being like, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like, it would be the same. It would be equal. Like, if you met a dude who didn't have nowhere to live, and after like 2 weeks, 3 weeks or whatever, he like, yo, we're, can I leave some clothes here? Like, I'm gonna put a toothbrush in here, and you like, yo, you moving too fast. And he like, damn, I thought we was together. Like, I mean, you like me, I like you. Like, why can't we be together? That's because he's desperately trying to seek shelter. He's a hobosexual. You know what I'm saying? He need a crib. So he gonna find a shorty that can provide a roof over his head. And so he moving in fast. That's what you're trying to do. You're trying to replace your kid's father with the next man up, and he not with that. So my advice to you is to have a conversation like, yo, maybe I was moving a little too fast or whatever. If you don't plan on being a stepchild, maybe we should just end it here and I'll move on. If he's like, okay, cool, then you know that from the jump. If he's like, nah, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like it's a little bit much right off the top. Then maybe you keep dating and see, you dial it back and then let it organically happen and then go from there. That's my advice. Stay alert, stay alive. Instead of my best friend being proud of me, she's always trying to one-up me. Hey, Mike, I think my best friend is in a secret competition with me, and I don't like it at all. What's her Instagram? Nah, it's for market research purposes and whatnot. I know they say iron sharpens iron, but she's doing a little bit too much sharpening for me. Anytime I'm doing something good, here she comes trying to one-up me. I can say I'm looking to buy a BMW, and she'll be like, yeah, I was thinking about a Mercedes for myself. See, now you got to go ahead and grab the Bentley GT. Stop playing checkers and play chess. I told her I might be upgrading my apartment and getting a condo downtown. And she says, yeah, that's too small for me. That's why I'm looking at places in the suburbs with more land. Like this video if you think the friend's full of shit. I could tell her I'm about to buy the moon and she'll say she's putting in an offer on his son. Nah, sounds like you friends with Fat Joe, Don Capagina, Joey Cap. It's a never ending and I don't like it. She never even stops to just say congrats. I don't want to end the friendship because of it, but I do want to tell her how I feel without it being a big issue. Any advice? I ain't gonna lie, sound like your friend a grade A hater. But here's another way to approach it, or another aspect to look at it, another like perspective. When you go do these things, like I'll give you an example. You said you want to buy a BMW. She's saying she's looking at a Benz. If you get the BMW, does she go out and get the Benz? You get the condo, does she go buy the house with the land? Because if she's just saying the things, when you say something to her, the answer really quite might be just she's insecure and doesn't feel adequate around you. So when you say you're doing something, she feel the need to say, oh, let me say one thing up, or let me see something like, to maybe make her not get that, or just something like that. Because if she's not actually doing the things, then she maybe not trying to one up you. Maybe she's feeling like she needs to try to keep up with you, but that's her way of doing it because she don't know the cool way to be like, damn, girl, like, how you doing that? Could you teach me or whatever? Like, I'm trying to get like you. That's what I'll say. If I see my man pull up, my man back home got a McLaren 750S, clean, drop top joint. As soon as he got it, I'm like, I'm trying to be like you when I get older, bro. You got all, you know what I'm saying? Put me on. Like, what's this? You know what I'm saying? How's this? Da, da, da. I'm not like, oh yeah, you got the McLaren? I was thinking about the Lambo myself, even though I ain't got Lambo money. So if your friend ain't really got, or she's not buying or doing the things that you're doing or better, and she just saying it, well then, maybe you just shining on her. She don't know how to deal with it, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm going to tell you right now, I ain't going to say no names, but the homie that got the McLaren, he cool with somebody else. And every time he say something, yeah, I'm about to do this, other homie tell him, oh yeah, I was about to do that, but I ain't, you know what I'm saying? And he got good money too. But here's the thing. That other dude don't have his own taste or his own bar of what's fly. You know what I'm saying? So if my man go out and cop something, he goes, okay, what's better than that? Because if he goes and cops something first, and then my man get whatever he's going to naturally get, then he's like, damn, he got that. I'm about to lose money on this whip because I got to get something better than that. So maybe, you know what I'm saying? Like in that situation, that dude don't really have no style on his own. He's using my boy as a place marker. Like, oh, that's what he's doing? Let me try to one up him. My boy don't care. He don't care at all. You know what I'm saying? He in his own lane. Your friend, if she actually is purchasing the things that are a step up above you or whatever, you know, level is next, if she's actually doing that, it could be the fact that she just don't want to see you doing well at all. I mean, she wants to see you doing well, just not better than her. That's a red flag. Or she don't know what she really wants, but when she sees you get something, she's like, okay, well, if I'm going to get something, I can't get nothing less than her, or I can't get the same thing as her. You know what I'm saying? You go, yo, I'm going to go get a BMW, this old, you know what I'm saying, 430i or whatever. And she's like, oh, okay. And she go get it. You be like, why did you get that? Why didn't you get something different? I like yours. Okay, get something different. That would have been an issue too. You know what I'm saying? And if she come and get something smaller, then she's like, I could afford it more than this. Why don't I get something better? So sometimes people don't know the bar of what, okay, this is acceptable, let me go above. Because I'm telling you right now, if I got enough, if my man go out and buy a whip and it inspires me to get a whip, not like on some hating or trying to, I seen pull up, like my man would have got the McLaren. Let's say we got the same kind of bread. He pull up in the McLaren, I'm like, oh, that's what we doing? Bet. All right. Okay, cool. Now I'm going to go get something equivalent or better if I could afford it, but it's not to shit on him. It's just to keep pushing us. As you said, iron sharpens iron, she doing a little bit too much sharpening. I don't know if there's like maybe some segments in the letter that you didn't write or whatever the dynamic is, and you probably going with your first instinct. She probably is in a competition, but maybe it's not a bad thing. Maybe it's a thing where, okay, we pushing each other. You get the condo downtown, she get the land. You like, okay, now I'm about to buy me a vacation spot here. And she like, oh, we doing that? Boom, getting me a loft here. Okay, now y'all leveling each other up. So maybe it's not like in a hater in a way, but maybe she thinks that like, oh, if she's doing this, she pushing me. That's what it could be. Me and my friends are like that often. We push each other, but it's not in a competition. It's just a way of keeping us sharp. So I wouldn't say that, you know what I mean, she's hating. But you say you don't want to end the friendship. You just want to tell her how it's bothering you. Maybe you just ask her a question like, hey, when I said this, you said you was going to do this. Like, what made you say that? Oh, girl, because like we bossing up together. You know what I'm saying? I like the Benz or whatever. But if she was like, I don't know, why you asking me that? Then she's a hater. But how she responds to you, just communicate with her. But like, yo, I got a question. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you my girl. I love you to death or whatever. Sometimes I'll be feeling like this, but I could be wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just wanted to know why. Then she's like, oh, no, girl, it's definitely not like that. Like, you winning, I'm winning. We together we winning. Then y'all keep pushing each other. That's my advice to you. But just talk to her, have a regular conversation, and just tell her how you feel. Because that's the only way to get a sincere response is to tell her how you sincerely feel. That's my opinion. But stay alert, stay alive. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes this episode of Advice from Mike. I'm your host, comedian Mike Murphy. I hope you guys enjoyed me as much as I enjoyed you. And if so, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. Like this video. Matter of fact, Leave me a comment letting me know what advice you would have gave them. And who knows, maybe you got your own toxic tale to tell about a shady friend or an entanglement you need help untangling. If so, feel free to send me a letter at the email provided below, and I'll make sure to read it in a future segment of Advice with Mike. Now, with that being said, our time together has come to an end. But just remember, stay alert, stay alive.